Welcome back to the final round of Who Wants to Win Money. My name is Bernard Rickmeyer, but enough about me. Let's see how our contestants are doing. Right now, Anna's in the lead with $325,000, followed by Dexter with $295,000, and Thomas in last place with $290,000. Now, are you guys ready for the final question worth $1 million?
Yes!
Alright, here it is. MIS stands for Management Information Systems. Now my question for you three is, what is MIS? You have 15 seconds, go. Alright, time's up. Anna, let's hear what you have to say.
Lucky for me, I read an article about MIS not too long ago. My answer is that the world is flat. Now I know what you're probably thinking, that this girl is crazy and needs to be taken to a mental health institute again. Well, you're not going to get me this time. It all started when the Berlin Wall fell down, and then Netscape went up. This led to an overinvestment of fiber optic telecommunication cables. Now when you combine all of these together, you are able to connect people from all over the world for basically zero cost. You may be asking yourself, how does this make the world flat? When you take into account these factors, plus the other flatteners, it breaks down the barriers and creates a level playing field for all jobs. Now people living almost anywhere can get just about any job online, regardless of where they are living, and they won't have to move for that job. All they need is an internet connection, a laptop, and a brain.
Pretty impressive, Anna. Now, that isn't the exact answer, but definitely answers an aspect of it. Let's see what Dexter has to say next.
Well, Bernard, just like Anna, I can read too. In fact, just yesterday I read an article that I'm pretty sure answers your question. It was about how information technology has become more of a service than an asset. It reminds me of electricity in the early 20th century. In the olden days, people used to make their own electricity through mills or other fancy contraptions. This worked out until some electric producers had the smart idea to start building factories that produced huge amounts of electricity and then sell it to people in the cities nearby. In the world today, we're doing the exact same thing with all of our information technology. Instead of companies owning computers and software themselves, factories are able to produce all the technology and then sell it to each individual company or business.
Very impressive, Dexter. I like your use of history. Very classy. Unfortunately, that's still just another aspect of it. Let's go over to Thomas and see what he has to say.
Well, thanks, Mr. Bernard. It's been a downright pleasure to be on your show. If only I could see the look in my pappy's eyes. May it rest in peace.
Aww. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss, Thomas. When did he die?
Loss? What loss? My pappy ain't dead. He's just in the back taking a nap. But anywho, back to answering your question. Now, I haven't been able to read ever since that Pinecone incident, but I do remember seeing a video about MIS online. It said everything was free. Well, almost. Anybody with one of those iPhones or one of them smartphones knows exactly what I'm talking about. There's all kinds of free apps. Now, no one wants to buy something without being able to try it out first. And it obviously worked out for those guys that made Angry Birds. They're millionaires now. See, the point is, if you want to set up a business online, what you should do is offer it for free, and then after you've built up your fan base, then you offer the paid version. That's what MIS is all about. Am I right?
Well, Thomas, you're quite the storyteller. Like the previous two contestants, you were correct, but only for an aspect of it. You see, MIS is so much more than free and paid software, selling information technology, or making the world flat. It's also about businesses using online technology for all their operations. You have three ingredients in MIS. You start with some people, sprinkle a little technology, throw a dash of information, and you have the perfect combination for MIS. But since you all covered different aspects of MIS, you each win $1 million! Yay!